Hey everybody, welcome back to Parenting on the Ranch. My name is Curtis. So recently I've seen a lot of questions on a couple of the Facebook pages that we belong to about potty training. So I thought I'd give y'all 5 tips for how we potty trained our kids. So stick around.
We are a family of 5 living on a ranch in Texas.
On our channel, we will cover a variety of topics. These are solely based on our experience and opinions, and we do not hold any degrees in childhood development or education.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Parenting on the Ranch. My name is Curtis, and today, like I said, we're going to be talking about 5 tips for potty training. But before we get into that, please make sure you click on the subscribe button down in the bottom right hand corner, as well as the bell icon, so you don't miss any of our videos. Alright, so recently I have seen a lot of people asking about potty training. People saying that, their kid is 4 years old and is still having a hard time potty training. Some of them say, well, my kid, we got ours potty trained at 18 months. A friend of mine that I work with, his kid was potty trained at like 15 months or something like that. So, it really, I think, tip number one, make sure that your kid is ready. There's no set age on when a kid should potty train or will be able to potty train. One of our kids was potty trained at about 2. One of them was almost 5. And I think the other one was like 3.5 or something like that. So, it really all depends on the kid. So watch what they're doing, watch how they're acting. Are they articulating that they need to go to the bathroom or they need to go potty? Are they showing interest in going to the restroom and sitting on the big kid potty? Are they sleeping through the night without waking up wet, or sleeping through a nap without waking up wet, or going a long time frame without being wet in their diaper? Those are the times when you need to take a step back and look at it. Okay, my kid's lasting 4 hours without going pee, or 2 hours without going pee. Maybe it's time to start looking at potty training. And like I said, it could be at 18 months, it could be at 4 years. Every kid is different. So don't feel bad if your kid is 4 years old and still is in diapers. It happens. Every kid is different. So when they do start showing these signs, tip number 2, make it fun for them. Make it fun for them to go potty. Make it fun if they do go potty in the big kid potty. And reward them for what they do. If they say, I need to go potty, and run to the bathroom and get on the potty and go pee, show them how proud of them you are. Show them how excited you are. Go with them. When we were teaching our kids how to potty train, and they would say something like that, it was immediate. Okay, let's go. And we'd get up and we'd run down the hallway. Let's go potty. Come on, hurry, let's go. And we'll get down there and we'll sit down and we'll sing a song while they're on the pee. Pee pee in the potty, a pee pee in the potty. Something like that. Get them excited for going pee. And when they do go pee, tip number 3, reward them. Do a sticker chart or some kind of reward. We bought those. It's a cereal, and each of the cereal pieces look like little bitty cookies. I can't remember what the name of them are, but they look like cookies. So whenever they would go pee, we'd give them one of those little pieces of cereal that looked like cookies, and we called them pee-pee cookies. And that helped them to say, okay, well, I'm going to get a reward, so I'm going to go pee. And maybe they go in there and just go a little bit. Maybe they go in there and go a lot. But either way, no matter how much they went, or even if they went at all, if they recognize that they need to go pee and they go into the bathroom and they sit down on the potty, give them that reward. If they have an accident, don't punish them for it. Accidents are going to happen. And So, I mean, it's not, you can't do it you can't punish the bad and praise the good. You need to praise them, praise them, but don't punish them because they're learning something new. I mean, you can't punish something for something that kids don't know. So, I mean, stick with that. All right. So number 4, use a potty chair. You know, sometimes the big potty can be intimidating, can be scary to a little kid. Get one of those little small potty chairs that you can either one sit in beside the potty in your bathroom if it's big enough. That way, it'll help them to associate the bathroom with going potty. Put it in there. You can also put it maybe in their bedroom or in the living room where wherever they spend their most time or a lot of time. Put it in there with them so that they can go to it right away. We started with our oldest child. She was the one that was 4, like 4.5, something like that, I believe, when she started potty training. And we would put her potty chair in her bedroom. And this was actually after we started going with the nighttime potty, which we'll talk about here in just a second. But we would put a potty chair in her bedroom, and she would use it at night. But she would also go to the regular potty during the day, and she would say she had to go pee. She would hold it. She would run down the hall or wherever she had to go pee, and do the the pee pee dance, so to speak, and all that. But we saw the signs. We took her down there, and she would use the bigger potty, or she would use her potty chair. Now, at night, it's a totally different story. At night is something that is going to take time. It's going to take a little bit more on their end of things. And there's a couple things you can do to help it along. First off, try not to give them anything to drink within, say, an hour of bedtime, or at least a very small amount. But cut off the drinks, and then 2, make them go potty before they go to bed. And then first thing when you get up, if your kid is an earlier riser like our oldest is, she's up at 5:45, 6 o'clock every day, make sure you're up and get her up or him up and take them pee right away. That way they don't have an accident, because a lot of times those accidents will happen either 1, right smack dab in the middle of sleep time, or 2, right when they wake up, because they don't want to get out of bed to get in trouble. So make sure that you're up when they are and take them pee immediately. Now, as they continue to progress through the nighttime thing, like I said, we had a potty chair in their bedroom so they could get up out of bed, go to the potty chair, which was right by the nightlight, so it was lit up a little bit, and go pee, and then go right back to bed. Sometimes whenever you have a kid and they get up in the middle of the night, maybe like our smaller youngest, for example, right now, he will get up, he will go pee, and rather than going back to his bed, he'll end up in our bed. And typically it's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, something like that, when this happens. So it's right at the end of the sleep cycle. But if you can have it in their bedroom where they don't have to leave their bedroom, do it that way. It helps them. And again, all these tips might not help everybody, but they do help ours. And I just want to kind of give you all a few tips of what we did. So the last tip, number 5. When you have boys and girls, you notice different things with different of the kids. And it might be the same between 2 separate girls too as well, with some people. But boys, I've found, are typically a little harder to potty train than girls are. But either way, try to start them potty training. If I'm talking about boys here now, start them potty training sitting down. They will learn how to pee standing up, but teach them how to sit down first. That way they can go to the bathroom without getting everything soaked. Boys are bad enough with aim as it is, but when they first start out, you got to control their environment, so to speak, on where they pee at. So have them sit down and pee until they're ready to stand up, and they'll show you. You know, take them with you when you go pee. With dads as well, who I'm talking to here, but take them with you when you go pee, and show them how you're supposed to pee. And aim is really an important thing. So after they've gotten the hang of sitting down peeing, figure out a fun way to teach them how to aim so that it doesn't get everywhere and you're not cleaning it up, or they're not cleaning it up when they get older. So do target practice. You know, get you a small, like a Fruit Loop or a Cheerio or something like that, some kind of round piece of cereal. And when they go into the bathroom, you know, have a little cup full of them there or something like that, or a container in the bathroom so you can grab it, you can throw it in the toilet. And then tell them to hit the target. And they'll have fun trying to hit the target while they're peeing. And it'll make the whole thing a whole lot easier for them. So those are my 5 tips on how we potty trained kids. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, or send us an email at parentingontheranch@gmail.com. We'll be happy to help with any way we can. But just remember that not every kid is the same, and each method is going to do different. Bonus tip. When your kids are ready to potty train, you can do one of 2 things. You can either use the no underwear method and have them run around naked, and it won't get the sense of dryness when they go pee on themselves. They won't like it. But then also you have to clean that up if they go pee or if they go poop when they don't have any underwear on. It's going to leave stains in your carpet. It's going to leave stains in your hardwood or whatever. If you have carpet, I wouldn't recommend this thing. The second part of this bonus tip, or the other way to do it, is to put actual underwear on your kids. Have them run around during the day in underwear. Whenever they go pee, whenever they wet themselves, they're going to feel the dampness. It's going to go running down their leg or what have you, and they're not going to like it. So again, these tips might not work for everybody, but our experience with them is that it does. Generally, people don't like stuff that's wet on them, or that smells on them, or that's, you know, I'll leave the rest to your imagination. But anyways, there's the bonus tips, 5 plus 1. So anyways, y'all, thank you all very much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos. We typically release videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, and we cover anything from DIY projects to parenting tips, recipes that we've tried, kids crafts, all kinds of things. So please make sure that you do subscribe and share this with your friends that might like this video. So thank you all very much again for tuning in, and until next time, happy parenting.